Blackridge National Forest, an endless stretch of wilderness, over 200,000 acres of untamed beauty, with crimson maples that burn like fire and deep, shimmering lakes. But this place isn't what it seems. In the shadows of its towering trees, there's a darker story, one that has haunted these woods for over 30 years. Since 1985, 23 hikers have disappeared. No bodies, no clues, just silence. That is, until a single phone call shattered everything. Tonight, we uncover a mystery that began with a man who thought he knew the forest, and the call that proved him wrong.
Whisper to your ear.
Act 1. The Forest's Secret. In 1998, when his sister Lydia vanished, Cole Hawkins did not simply search the woods, he became a force. He gave up his life as an engineer, sold his house, and joined the Forest Service, believing that proximity to the trees would finally yield the answers he so desperately sought. For the next 25 years, Cole interviewed survivors. Hikers who reported hearing strange, static-filled voices in the dead of night. Some spoke of odd metal boxes seen in remote clearings, while others described moments of strange, inexplicable fear. He scoured reports of cell tower outages, studied seismic data, and even flew drones over restricted areas, all in an attempt to piece together the puzzle. But the forest remained silent until one summer night, when a broken payphone call pulled him deep into the heart of the mystery. Cole's obsession with Lydia's disappearance consumed everything. His wife left him in 2003. His brother stopped returning calls. But Cole couldn't stop, not when every missing persons file felt like a fragment of Lydia's fate. The ranger uniform became more than just a job, it was a vow. A vow to find her, to protect others, to make sure the forest didn't win. Act 2. The Payphone. The call came in at 8:47 p.m. A hiker, frightened by strange floating lights near Cedar Creek. Cole, dismissing it as a prank, parked his truck 2 miles off the trail and hacked through thick brambles. But when he reached the clearing, he was stopped dead in his tracks. There, standing against the moonlight, was a payphone. Not just any payphone, a relic from the past, old and rusted, its cord severed and hanging limply. Cole chuckled to himself. This must be some kind of joke, he thought. But then, Cole muttering to himself, "No way." Cole froze. Lydia's initials. Her handwriting. But how? She'd never been to this part of the forest. His mind raced. Was this some cruel trick? A sick joke? Then he noticed the cord. It wasn't just cut, it was chewed. Frayed, as though gnawed by animal teeth. Cole hesitates, then presses 911 on the payphone keypad, each button echoing through the stillness.
911. What's your emergency?
Cole answered nervously. Whoa, yeah, just testing the line. Didn't think it would actually. Dispatcher interrupting.
You need to listen. They've been waiting. They're coming. Don't let them see you. Don't.
Who's coming? Where's Lydia? Cole yelling. The payphone's speaker crackles, and then,
Cole, I'm right here.
That is Lydia's voice. Cole ran not out of fear, but out of fury. The voice, Lydia's voice, wasn't just a haunting memory. It was a lure, and he would be damned if he let whatever was hiding in the shadows steal her from him. Act 3. The Archives. For the next 72 hours, Cole didn't sleep. He pored over every report, every witness statement, every strange anomaly. And then, it became clear. A chilling pattern emerged, each disappearance linked to a circular depression in the earth, as though something had burrowed up from below. The Forest Service didn't talk about it. They claimed the zone didn't even exist. But Cole's research pointed him straight to it, a restricted area, one with a dark history. Cole voice on the phone. Chief, I'm telling you, these phones, they're lures. Like anglerfish lights. They're using them to hunt. Chief angry, on the phone.
Enough, Hawkins. You're off the case. Stay away from Cedar Creek.
A harsh dial tone, followed by Cole slamming his fist on the desk. But Cole didn't stop. He kept digging. Finally, he uncovered a file buried deep in a storage unit, labeled decommissioned. Inside, chilling photos of men in radiation gear, reports of sonic anomalies, and a disturbing memo. Project Echo terminated. All units disposed. Survivors silenced. Cole muttering, Voss. Lydia's science teacher was a Voss. Suddenly, the phone rings. Caller ID. Blocked. Dispatcher voice.
They know you're close. Don't go to the valley.
Cole answered, Try and stop me. Act 4. The Valley. Dawn painted the sky blood red as Cole hiked into the valley. His GPS died instantly. His compass spun wildly. And the smell. Like rotting meat in burnt plastic. Then he saw them. Cole's Geiger counter spiked. But it wasn't radiation, it was the phones. Hundreds of them, fused to trees, half sunk in tar-black mud. And each bore a nameplate. Lydia Hawkins, Jacob Marlowe, Tina Voss. Suddenly, Cole's boot crunches a cassette tape labeled Eleanor's last log. He presses play. Dr. Voss recording, trembling. The signals aren't from here. They're imitations. They learn our voices, our memories. And when you answer, they digest. Cole's radio crackled to life. And this time, it was Lydia, not a mimic, not a trick. Her, Lydia over radio.
Cole? I'm here. I'm here.
Cole whispering, Oh my God, Lydia? Dispatcher echoing from all phones. Too late, they're here. Cole sprinting, radio in hand. Mayday, mayday, I've got hostiles. They're not human.
Don't answer the phone.
Act 5. The Hikers. 3 weeks later, Emma Russo and Jake Torres ignored the warnings. They'd read Cole's story online, a creepypasta. They joked, but as sunset neared, the woods changed. Birds fell silent, the air thickened, and then they heard it. Emma nervously, Jake, that's a phone. Jake said, Dare me to answer? Emma said, Wait, what is that? She felt scared about what she just saw suddenly, then called 911. Emma later told police she'd felt something watching. Not from the woods, but from the phone itself. Like static crawling on her skin. But Jake, ever the skeptic, lifted the receiver. And the voice that answered wasn't Cole's. It was his own. Jake on phone, confused. Emma, it's me, I'm saying run. They found Emma's camera buried in the mud. The last frame, a figure with Cole's face, and eyes like broken television screens. Act 6, the ending. Emma and Jake were declared missing after 48 hours. The Forest Service bulldozed Cedar Creek, citing geological instability. But campers still tell stories of phones ringing at midnight, of voices begging,
Don't hang up. They'll hear you.
and some say if you dial 911 from those phones, you'll reach a dispatcher who isn't alive. So next time you hike alone and hear a faint ringing in the distance, Blackridge's payphones still ring. Sometimes they even reach 911. But if you ever hear a dispatcher sob, they're coming through the lines, hang up. And if you recognize the voice, remember Cole's last words. Don't answer. Don't run. Just pray they're not hungry.
Cole, I'm right here.
If this story gave you chills, smash that like button, subscribe for more nightmares, and share with someone brave enough to watch alone. Well, see you. Bye.